that to profile on coffee.
Good.
Good. All right, hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we brothers from GMS SWFL here at Fort Myers. Back again with another midweek lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. And before we begin, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the power of
Hashem Shai, Hashem Chadash.
Those that may not know Yahweh's name, the Heavenly Father, whom the world ignorantly calls God. His true name is Yahweh, which roughly translates to He is, or He exists, or He is to be. We call on Him in the name of Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Now Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahweh Shai, which roughly translates to He saves, or He delivers. And call them in the name of the Holy Spirit, Hashem Kadash. We also want to give double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of the great millstone, the men that really teach well. Salutations to the brethren out there pushing the word out, truth and sincerity. To the rest of you elect out there, your brothers and your sisters listening and learning. And Yahweh Shai brought them unto you and yours. Again, just another midweek lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Not a real topic in mind, but you know, as we get closer and closer to our goal, which is really salvation, okay, you know, we're watching basically the world crumble before our eyes, and we've seen how life is going to get harder, not just for the world, but even for us as well. All right, brothers in this truth, all right, true believers, worshipers, servants of Yahweh Shai. Life is going to get difficult for us as well. Okay, you know, and I mean, our main focus really is to endure the fiery darts that don't have us, that are before us. All right, you know, most of it's going to come financially, especially in these times that we're entering into. You know, we were just talking about it, we turn the camera on about the price of the fuel here in this area. Right now, we're averaging around $3.79. Pretty much everywhere I go, I see $3.79. But just over a week ago, it was $2.89, something like that. You know, which was a lot more tolerable. But now it's getting back to that. You know, because we experienced this before. All right, this ain't nothing new, but it's been a little while since we have to, you know, we headed into the $4 range. All right, so now we're getting ready to experience that again. But a lot of you know, brothers are still making the same money they were 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Bills are getting higher, prices of resources are getting higher, but this is just the Lord basically, you know, putting pressure on us, all right, to see if we can endure. All right, when you want to see if something is strong, you got to bend it to the breaking point to see if it, you know, if it breaks. You know, like when you see them do car tests and you see them test certain items, you know, like they do stress tests and climate tests on certain things, you know, whether it be guns or you know, some kind of electronics, to see if it can withstand the heat or the severe elements or whatever the case may be. And if it passes, it ain't going to break. Okay? So the Lord is doing that with us right now. He's doing it with His elect. Okay? And see if we break or we fold or crumble under the pressure. Okay? What else, brothers got?
I got something real quick. Isaiah 10 and 20. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Judah shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, the truth."
Yeah. So the Lord's going to read it one more time to make sure. Points.
Isaiah 10 and 20, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob,
Right, the elect.
shall no more again stay upon him that smote them,
Right?
but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth."
So we're going to rely on our Father, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai, all right, rather than the powers that be before us, okay? Because one of the curses, how's it go, brothers?
We shall go to our enemy from one of all things.
Right, and that's the case. I mean, there's no escaping that. Okay, it's a curse that's been laid upon our nation for a very long time now. All right, but in the times that we're heading into, we gotta really, truly, and ultimately rely upon the Spirit. Okay, Yahweh Shai, because Esau's gonna start playing really, really dirty soon. Okay, where you're gonna rely on him, but he's gonna basically trick you into doing something evil and wicked. Okay, like worshiping another god. All right, well, as we get one of the last prophecies that we're waiting for at the MOTB, right? It seems like that's going to be the solution to all of our problems. That ultimately he's the one that started, but by you receiving that mark, you're basically saying that you worship another god. You don't worship Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You worship Esau Edom. He's your god. So we gotta basically start now by relying upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because as things get more expensive and life gets a lot more difficult, people are gonna start bugging out, glitching out in the world, and you know, you're gonna be the only sane one around.
That's right.
Okay, people are gonna be basically throwing their morals out the window and just whatever. We need to eat. We need to do this. We need to, eat whatever. You know, as we get closer to this famine that we always prophesy about, people are just gonna be eating whatever, Vienna sausage, roadkill, things that are unlawful. We gotta what? Rely upon our power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay?
Sure.
Esau's a devil. He don't care. He's gonna use every trick in the book to steer us away from our power. Because he knows that he has but a short time. So he's gonna start pulling out all the tricks to get you to worship Satan, basically. Okay? That's his job. To steer you back into evil, back into the world. You see? But we know better. Okay? And we know that it's gonna turn up on us. And so we gotta remind ourselves of these scriptures. These scriptures need to be basically engraved in our hearts and our minds, so that when we're tried with these certain, situations, we know what to do.
Yeah, wisdom will end up leading you at every thought, man. You'll know how to actually direct yourself, all right, according to what pleases the Heavenly Father, instead of going with impulse, all right? Because the flesh. Because impulse, the flesh, is going to cause a lot of people to, subside and concede to Esau's wicked vibration and ways, and therefore pulling them away from the Heavenly Father. Man. A lot of our people are. All right, just for just due to the desperation of, all right, gas prices is too high. Which with the gas prices, with petrol going up, a lot of the other things are going to end up going up. Energy costs are going to go up. So you're going to start seeing a whole bunch of people, light bills go up. We're past the colder months, right? So you don't technically have people up north really complaining about a heat bill, but pretty soon, if the way this thing looks, it's irreversible, like we was just talking about before the cameras cut on.
Right.
It's irreversible. It's going down a one-way road, man, and the road is too narrow for it to do a U-turn. So this war is just going to intensify. So it's going to cause prices to go higher, man. All right, which is going to lead people into a very, very desperate state, especially when the food stops.
It's going to be a time that the world we have not seen, that the world not seen. Dang, 12 chapter, man. I mean, you Americans, whoever's watching, outside of you brothers and your sisters, whoever just maybe tuning in through the spirit. Okay, you Americans, you don't understand family. You don't understand true hardship. Okay, as far as all of the dainties that's being taken away from you, all your luxuries, things like just regular things like AC and shit like that, running water. You take these things for granted. Okay, so if it's all this ripped away from you for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, imagine that. Imagine how many people die. No hospital, no emergency, none of that. Because you may have a generator, all right, but once the fuel runs out, you won't get more fuel. Someone probably come here to generate it down the street and take it from you.
Yeah, they're gonna siphon your shit in the middle of the night. You gonna get your shit running at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Your shit bump won't turn off.
Yep. Someone like siphon the fuel out of your SUV or some shit too.
Yep.
We don't really know exactly. We're saying these things because all these things are possible. It may be a mixture of these things, or it may be all these things at once. Okay. So we're telling you. I mean, I'll put myself into it. Sometimes we take a lot of these things for granted, but us here on the in the faith, we praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for these things.
Right.
Even for the small things, you know, like even our ability to walk and talk. Because the Lord can take that from you. Okay, you can use the bathroom correctly. You know what I mean? Your eyesight, here. Okay, even though we get older and some of these things start to fade away, we can still, you know, our faculties are still together. Our mind is still intact. Okay, you got people out here that are completely lost their mind. They're living on the streets. No one loves them. No one's caring about them. No one's asking for them. Okay, a lot of you Americans will be living on the street because you may not be able to pay your mortgage, but the mortgage company's still going to be looking for their money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But the price of bread is, instead of being $4 a loaf, it's going to be $70 a loaf or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, then upwards towards the $200 a loaf, and to a point where this is going to be ridiculous. People just take $200, $300 for a loaf of bread. They're going to start printing this money soon. You know, and these ATMs and shit. No, that's just going to be a thing of the past. Okay, it's going to get rough out here, man. It's going to be a time that we haven't seen before as Americans. All right, a rough time where we're going to need help from on high.
Like that Daniel.
Bet.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time."
Right, this time of trouble is going to come where we're literally going to need help from on high. Divine intervention, as it's called, right? All right, a time never before seen, even before there was a nation. Okay, that's how bad it's going to be. All right, that's how bad it's going to get out here. Yeah, worse than slavery. We read about slavery. You know, you be laughing at that cat.
Yeah.
You know. Yes, it's worse than slavery. Yes, I know it's a fucked up thing to say because we watch Roots and all these things, and it's horrible. We watch it, it's sad. What a pitiful situation that our people were in. But the time that's coming is going to be worse than that, and it's going to be condensed into a small period of time.
Yeah.
Slavery was hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And like I explained to that dude a couple of years ago, during slavery, our people had hope. You know, that's where the term Negro spirituals came from.
Yes.
Swing Low Sweet Chariot, or I was down by the River Jordan and all that, right? They were singing these songs, having hope. All right, but this time, you know, our people have been led so far away from God that they don't believe that there's a true God, man. A lot of our people are atheists, man. So when that time happens, man, when all hell breaks loose, all right, knowing our people, how we know our people, what they're going to try to, you know, find a way to, at that moment, realize they need a God. You know what I'm saying? But who do we really call on?
Yeah, that's when Proverbs, the first chapter, kicks in. All right, and the Lord is going to take mercy away from you because you had a chance at repenting, but a lot of you had faith in the system. Okay, in the future of Babylon the Great, instead of in the prophecies that were being, you know, laid out before you by these men. So you chose to have faith in the seen rather than the unseen. Okay, so you're gonna miss your blessing. Okay, so now when shit hits the fan, you're gonna be calling on God and Jesus. Okay, it's not gonna work.
Then the woke side of you gonna kick in, and you're gonna remember how Jesus was created by a white man. And
That
shit,
shit anyway.
Let me try to call on my ancestral gods, which you think you from Africa.
Yeah, you like incense to some bullshit.
To Ra, then the apparition will pop out
or some shit.
It's gonna be all that shit, man.
We know our people very well, and you need something to worship, but you just won't worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You can finish that.
It says, "And at that time thy people shall be delivered,
Right?
everyone that shall be found written in the book."
Going back to the elect, okay, the ones written in the book of life. Okay, because the elect has been taking heed to these words. All right, the Lord has, you know, Lord willing, we're part of that number. The Lord has opened our eyes to the truth, and He's guided our steps to follow this very straight and narrow path. Okay, it's a difficult path, but we see what it leads to. It leads to everlasting life. It leads to a great kingdom. And we'll be damned if we go to the left or to the right. We're going to take that path all the way to the end.
That's right.
Okay? there's something great at the other end of that, at the end of this little bridge we're on, this rickety bridge. Okay, and that's why we're taking this pathway. Everybody wants to take what? The easy route. But that's the route that leads to what? Death and destruction. And we're trying to tell you, we're telling you with tears in our eyes sometimes. Like, yo, just listen to what we're telling you. You don't understand. We've been telling you that this war was going to happen. We've been telling you what it's going to lead to. Now a lot of y'all, all of a sudden, all these prophets are popping up. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Or you know, Edomites just popping up talking about Revelation, whoop and whoop. Look, y'all late to the party, man. We've been telling you this for a very long time. Starting with our apostles and elders and bishops. We've been telling you that this time is going to come. Okay, and y'all call us racists, y'all call us bug outs and extremists, and now here it is 2026. The guy y'all voted into office, he completely betrayed you, and now y'all talking about, oh, Jesus is coming back.
Now that the trust of Pharaoh and the shadow of Egypt became the confusion, now you...
It is shame and confusion, dog. And now y'all on YouTube, and y'all get a lot of, you get more views than us. Y'all get hundreds and thousands of times more views than we do. Okay, and it's cool. We ain't jealous of nothing like that. We just want the truth to get out there. Okay, we're gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna take the things you're saying, because the things you're saying, because you Edomites and you different truthers and whistleblowers out there, y'all just telling the inside truth about what's going on in these governments and things that we aren't privy to. So we gonna watch you, and we're gonna break everything you're saying down to the scripture. And so the true elect is going to listen to what we're saying through the Spirit, and they're going to understand why these things are happening, and we ain't going to be scared, like we were talking about yesterday in our lesson. All right, we ain't going to be scared because we know that all these things must come to pass. But everybody else is out there, oh, this is Jesus coming back. Oh, who are the true? And now y'all looking at these small hatters like, oh, okay, yeah. Nigga, we've been telling you, these motherfuckers clearly, obviously evil.
That's right, bro.
Duh, like you don't see it, now you see it. The new meme is the aspiring Austrian painter was right. Talking about Hitler head. Everybody's like, you know what, that motherfucker had a point. And he was on to something. Okay. You see. Told you. Okay, so now everyone was scared to talk about these motherfuckers. Now more and more people are getting growing some growing a pair. Yeah. You see them on Instagram, basically lashing out against these motherfuckers. But we've been talking against these guys. These guys are obvious. It's obvious. How did you not see it before? You didn't see that they were evil? You didn't see it? Now you see it? Now it's obvious. You see, oh, they have the Epstein files. Oh, okay. Now they go into the baby. Nigga, we was telling you that you were drinking ugly. We was telling you about that shit. Well, you don't believe us because, y'all racist. Okay, all right. We made thousands of videos on it, going back to the mid 2010s. A lot of the videos are gone. Going further back to the mid 2000s. All right. You don't think our apostles and elders were talking about it? All right. When the first wave of brothers first came into the truth, they was talking about it back then. And censorship wasn't nearly as bad as it is now. So they was able to get away from talking about it back then. Those videos are long gone. You see, y'all missed everything. All right, but the beautiful thing about it is that you can still get into this thing. You can still, repent and show your faith to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua before it's too late. Sure. Yes, sir.
You was done?
Yeah,
I was just gonna read down in the second Ezra 16. Second Ezra 16 and 17.
Yeah.
Woe is me, woe is me. Who would deliver me in those days?
And that's the vision, because Ezra seen the vision of how fucking ill it's gonna get. And you read up at the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah, plagues are sick.
Jeez,
yep.
Man, it's like who can stop it?
Right.
Who can stop this? Who can stop nobody? The Lord gonna fucking beat you to power. What the fuck you gonna do about it? That's basically what it says.
Yep.
Roundabout way. And so now he's saying, woe is me, who's gonna deliver me in those days, knowing that he would be here in this time.
Right.
Right? This is he sees the future. He's seeing what we're about to head into right now, and what we're currently going through. He sees it.
That's right.
He's like, what the fuck? He sees people starving to death. Keep me in.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings.
Right.
The beginning of famine and great death.
And Yahweh Shai said the same thing. This is the beginning of sorrows.
That's right.
Right? He quoted Ezra. This is the beginning of sorrows. So when you see these shits popping off like it's popping off right now, snow is gonna get crazy. That's what he said. This is the beginning of sorrow. Go ahead.
The beginning of wars,
Yup.
and the power shall stand in fear.
Everybody's bugging out. All right, all these governments, they don't know what to do. Oh, fuck, we need to pull back. Oh, shit, man. Oh, fuck, shit. Yeah, everybody bugging out right now because, America thought they had it in the bag. They didn't realize that Iran had hands like that.
Yeah, they ain't know.
Yeah, man, squabbles, dog. Go ahead.
The beginning of evils.
Beginning of evils. Go ahead.
What shall I do when these evils shall come?
So you ask yourself, when this shit starts popping off the way it is right now, and when you read on, it's gonna get worse. What shall you do when these evils shall come? Well, we know we're doing what we're supposed to do. Turn into our Lord, turn into a power Yahweh, who's only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, calling on him every day, begging him to end this madness. Not end it like kill us, but come back and make good on your promise, which he will.
That's right.
If he say he's going to do something, he's going to do it. The book of Numbers says that the Lord is not a man that he should lie.
That's right.
So if he said all that, is this a bunch of bullshit? No, the Lord don't do bullshit. People, we do bullshit down here. Okay?
And that's why on the third chapter it says, let every man be a liar. The Most High is true.
That's right.
It's true.
That's right. That's right. Let the Most High be true and every man a liar. Okay? Because we down here, we say something and we may not, come through.
Man, it's fickle.
That's right. But the Lord, it's written in stone, it's etched in stone. Okay, so it must come to pass. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Everything's on the table.
Tell you, wait for it. Shall surely come, you will not tell you.
It says. It says it, and we bring that out every week. All right, go on.
Behold, verse 19, 2 Ezra 16 and 19.
Yes, sir.
Behold, famine and plague,
Yep.
tribulation and anguish are set as scourges for amendment.
Right. Famine and plague, tribulation, and anguish are set as scourges for amendment, really to correct you.
Yeah.
Okay? That's why the Lord does these things, because you should fear. Back in the ancient world, when shit like earthquakes and shit popped up, it was like, yo, what do we do?
Right.
We sinned against the Lord. We gotta sacrifice something. We fucked up. Fuck, we did it.
Sackcloth.
You did it. Who fucked it?
Sackcloth.
Yeah, sackcloth. Yeah, ashes of it. Yeah. You were scared as fuck when the earth shook. Huh?
Whole houses going
Yeah, wailing in the crib and shit. But nowadays you just sipping tea like it's some normal shit. Like the earth is shaking, dog. Y'all not paying attention to shit. Fucking F5 tornado just kind of slid through the fucking city. Seeing it on Instagram, niggas is like, damn son, that's crazy. Smoking the blunt. Y'all not really paying attention to these signs. These are signs for you to get right with the Lord.
Hey, you read that in GNT real quick.
Yes, sir.
Alright, 2 Ezra 16 and 19 in GNT, it says, famine, epidemics,
Yeah.
troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people.
There it is. These things, the Lord sends these things on the earth to correct you from your evil ways. So we see it and we're like, all right, okay, the Lord's about to do something. The Lord is pissed. The Lord is pissed. And so we want to make a video telling you, yo, the Lord, Yahweh Shai is mad. All right, get right with the Lord. All right, some of you are listening, the majority of you are just going along to get along. You see? You're supposed to get right. You're supposed to be corrected by this. You're supposed to be afraid. Imagine getting fucking dying in an earthquake. Imagine an earthquake happening, you fucking fall in the earth and die. That's not a way to die. That's a terrifying. A tornado comes. You hit the tornado side. Comes to hit your house. You get fucking thrown into the air. 2 miles away. Crack your head somewhere. That's a terrifying thing. I mean, your family or something like that. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a scary thing. People go through that. That's what I'm trying to say. People look at the news. 70 people died in the fucking tornado slid through Oklahoma. 30 people died. Imagine being one of those 30 people. A whole family sent back to the spirit realm. That's judgment. Yeah, that's some scary shit, man. That should get your heart beating when you see shit like that, man. It does for us. We're like, oh shit. Sharing the article. See, the Lord's doing it. Go ahead.
Verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness,
Right.
nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Read that in the thing.
Verse 20 in the GMT, it says, but in spite of all this, they will not turn away from their sins.
Right.
They soon forget their punishment.
Yeah.
So like you said, so like you said, motherfuckers sit there and just be like, oh shit, that's crazy, smoking blunt. Not realizing the Lord sending these things as judgment. Alright? And some of them will sit there because there's some motherfuckers that sit there and go through it and be like, you know, they'll be like, why God? And the sense trying to figure out why it's happening, but as soon as the dust settles and you know the sky turns blue again, it's like, well, back to the bullshit.
Jesus wait.
And it's going to say it even in the next verse, where it goes to the victuals.
Yep. Okay.
Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth,
Right.
that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yeah. Well, shit. I'm fine. I don't know what y'all niggas over there scared. Shit, we good over here. You know, I eat a hamburger every day. Nigga. Remember that cracker? Yeah, I'm good. We eating good over here, man. I got this. I got that. I need to get your money up or some shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing wrong. All right, we good over here. I don't know. God must hate you, but you love us.
You got the stamps.
Yeah. The government assistance. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers buy, all types of bullshit, and they're refrigerating their pantry full of nothing but food and bullshit, processed food that is. Okay, you know, it is none of the shit really.
Drugs.
It's exactly what it is. Chemical drugs bug you out, but yet they got it, so they don't see a problem. They listen to the prophets, be like, y'all told me y'all been talking about famine, but my pantry's full. Okay, yeah, price of food is going up a little bit, but we good. I don't know what the fuck y'all complaining about. Go ahead.
But if I may say, that just goes to show you the mind of someone who's lost a piece of juice, man. Right? Because the prices going up is the beginning of your family, man.
Right.
All these wars that's happening across the 7 seas, so to say, is the beginning of your family, man. You gotta remember, America is the greatest importer, man. All right, is a consumer nation.
Yes.
You know, most of the shit that you motherfuckers eat comes from overseas, man. Rice, that should be made here. It be grown here, but no, they want to get it from Taiwan, from China.
Yeah.
You know,
Ukraine or something.
Ukraine. You know, you can grow your own vegetables out here. Shit, you got farmers, you got local farmers. And guess what? A nigga gonna skip the local farmers to go to Walmart where the food was shipped in, bro.
Shit is such a backward system, bro. Look, the whole thing is just a mess.
Confusion.
This is such a fertile land, but yet you can grow all types of crops and food over here, and we do. Okay? But what? Yeah, they get the GMO shit from all the way over there, and they ship it all the way, they put it on a boat, ship it all the way over here. Okay?
Shit was on a ocean for 300 and some days, but still never spoiled, and it goes on your shelves.
And it goes on your show, it goes in Walmart, great value type shit. Okay? I mean, you're in Florida, you can grow all types of food in Florida, but yeah, you go to the grocery store, grown in Peru, Mexico, from a foreign country, so you got to ship it all the way over here. Okay? Ass backwards. Okay? So, so when what was I gonna say? When you said we're a consumer nation. What's the other? It's the opposite of consumer. What is it?
Export.
Export. Thank you. Yeah. So when so all these other countries that export, because to us when they can't do it no more because what? All this war going on. Okay, the price of fuel and all that. Hey man, you ain't gonna have nothing. And you go to a farmer's market. Well, the government is shutting down local farms. You see? You go to a farmer's market, you go to a farmer's market, they charging fucking arm and leg for this shit.
Yeah, because guess what? They gotta get fertilizer from overseas too.
Yep.
And their government continues to go to war with the top producers of the fertilizer that they fucking need. Alright, throwing tariffs. So guess what? The company that imports the fertilizer is charging the farmers extra money, and now the farmers who already make pennies on the dollar has to chuck up more money to get the fertilizer to feed you. So guess what? You're going to end up having to pay for it.
And going back to the curse, one of all things. All right, because you could be a Jake, you could be like a Mexican. I got my own farm and all that. Well, yeah, you still got to get the seeds from somewhere. You got to, you got the cattle and all this stuff, the feed, and it's a very expensive trade to be involved in.
Yeah.
And now these crackers, they ain't allowing you to do this. Now you gotta have all these permits, and then come check on. Oh, they gonna burn your shit down.
They gonna burn your shit.
Or you gotta kill all the cattle. They'll do something, kill all the chickens. That's what they'll do. They'll kill all the chickens if you can get your paperwork right. They'll order you to kill all the chickens. You know how evil that is? When people starving. Okay. I mean, you even take that starving part around, man. It's just inhumane. Okay? But Esau don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Nope.
He loves blood. Go ahead.
Verse 21, 2nd Ezra 16 and 21 from the jump. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Right.
Sword, famine, and great confusion.
Right. So now, yeah, your resources, your victuals, your food, and all these things, that you can get it. You can go to the store. The stores are open right now, but just keep watching.
Just keep watching.
It's going to get worse and worse and worse. It says, what is it? Sword, famine, and great confusion.
Yeah, it says sword, famine, and great confusion.
Yeah, sword is war. All right, famine is a lack of resources, lack of food. You can't feed your family. And great confusion. All right, which America, Babylon the Great, literally translates to confusion. They have confusion. That's America. For more than one reason. Okay, so we've entered into that.
Right.
And we're at the point right now where we're waiting for the famine. When the famine comes, people are going to bug out. You're not going to know how to act. You're going to throw all your morals out the window, and you're going to start killing people. Okay, for food. You're going to start doing things that you would never have dreamt that you would do. You break into someone's house to see if they got something that you need. Watch. That's in 2nd Ezra 15 chapter. Keep reading that.
And then let me add on to you. I know you brothers remember 2020. Go to certain grocery stores, they'll limit you to certain things.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I remember that. I remember
It was limiting people. You know, you can only get one pack of chicken per family. You know, canned tuna, water. You know,
you gotta go back in there with a mustache mask.
Right. Cover your face, nose, and shit.
Good day, sir.
Hopefully you don't get caught. You know?
You can go to the cashier and shit. You gotta play the system.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, that the rationing, that's gonna come back in a big way, and it's gonna go to rationing from the stores just being looted to all the stores being closed. Right. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine.
Right. But many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. All right. That's a horrible way to go. But that's how you gonna go if you don't get right with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Right.
You probably die of starvation. Read on.
And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
This is Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for the want of the fruits of the field. The hand of the pitiful woman has sodden her own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. So you're going to be looking at that sword like it's a good thing. You're going to be looking at it like, that's a ticket out of here, man, if you're starving to death. You know what I'm saying? Shit, hell yeah, bring that shit over here.
That's what the scriptures say, they shall see death and not
Shall
find
find
it.
it.
Lord, it's cold, bro.
Like hell, I ain't let you go out like that, then you will starve.
You're going to seek death, and then that man with the gun is just going to walk right by you.
He's going to look at you like, you're not worth a bullet.
Yeah, worth a bullet. The bullet's going to be high commodity.
Shoot me.
Shoot me right now.
Oh, hell no. Not worth it. Hey, we laughing and joking about it, but watch.
Yeah.
Okay? We'll be the prophets. You better get right, because that shit is gonna happen.
Right.
You see?
I was just thinking about this today with my boss, somebody yelling that, shoot me right now. And they go, say nothing about business.
Hold on to his ankle.
Drive me out of my misery now, please.
Just kill me. Just kill me. Look, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, please.
Yeah. Shit, I ain't gonna kill you unless you try to kill me. Then you gonna try to kill him. Hey, nigga, you ain't a threat. Fuck out of here. You skin and bones.
Right, you weak as hell.
You know? These are the scenarios that are gonna be playing forth throughout America. All throughout America. Okay? You go, read on.
Verse 23, 2 Ezra 16 and 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
Yeah, it's a fucked up place out here, man. Beautiful America, right? It's gonna be an ugly wasteland. It's gonna be like some Mad Max type shit. Okay? Ain't gonna be no law. Alright, it's just gonna be a bunch of marauders riding bicycles, motorcycles around if they got the gas for it. Alright? With weapons, guns, bats, chains. Just like in the movies. Laughing, drinking, looking for someone to kill for fun. Looking for a nigger. Watch. You think it ain't sweet out here, man? Because these ladies crackers, they're ready for this shit. They got all types of shit stocked up, right? Look, these motherfuckers are not playing, bro. Because we talking to you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native American. You are the biblical Israelites. This book is written for you. Okay? Also, you know, there may be some that are mixed amongst the other nations as well, too, that are also Israelites. You know who you are if you're watching this. You believe. Clearly you're an Israelite. Doesn't matter what you look like. But chiefly you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Okay? You are the Israelites, so you are to repent. And if you don't repent before the shit hits the fan, then the Lord might put you in a situation where you starve to death, you get killed by the sword, by one of these crazy people, a mob. Okay? That's the last thing you want. And none of us want that, but this is the future. And the future is near. Soon it won't be the future, soon it's going to be reality. Go on.
Verse 24. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them?
And we're seeing that happen right now, because they sending all the Mexicans back home. Okay? And then you crackers want to get out there and pick oranges and shit. Okay? The little shit of agriculture we do in America. Y'all niggas ain't trying to do that shit. You trying to get the cheap labor.
Right.
Alright? But you can't have that. Oh, you gotta send them back. ICE. Okay? So, and it's going, this is just the beginning stages of that prophecy. Again, as the shit hits the fan, ain't gonna be no one tilling the ground, you know, picking anything. Okay? If you come across fruit on a tree, then hey, you're a lucky man. Because that's food, you can grab that. Alright, but you ain't gonna be able to buy it nowhere. It's gonna be the end of civilization until they bring forth the RFID microchip. And only people that got the chip is gonna be able to take part in society. Go ahead. Is there more? I know there's plenty.
It says, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men.
Right. Right.
So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice.
Right. And if you do run into somebody, man, hey, it might be an enemy.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
They, you know, we may not be around each other like that, you know. It's just gonna be, you know, you brother probably be here. I ain't gonna have no brothers around unless I'm happy to be down here with Sheriff's fan or some shit through the spirit. Okay, where the Lord has it go down, you know. But you're gonna be desiring to hear the voice of someone close to you. And you ain't gonna hear it. All right. That's a scary thought, man. You're just alone.
Yeah.
You know. That's a fucked up thought, man. The GMS SWFL. Go ahead.
Verse 28. For of a city shall there be 10 left,
Right.
and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cleft of the rocks.
Why are they hiding themselves? There's somebody out to kill them.
Like danger.
Danger, yeah. There's people out there looking to, you know, to kill you. Like just lighting a fire, you might attract, you know, killers,
Yeah.
thieves. Okay.
Right.
You try to light a fire so you can stay warm or something, or cook a hot dog or some shit. You just set a signal up for everybody to know your location. And next thing you know, you got people click clack. What's up? Come up off that. What's that?
You got food? What's that?
What's that smell? What's that? Ooh. You got a daughter? Oh, God forbid.
Right.
You know what I mean? People are gonna lose all their, they're gonna throw the morals out the window.
Yeah, all of it out.
Yeah, they're not gonna be upstanding citizens anymore. It's gonna be every man for himself. All right? And when you're lacking something and you need it, you're gonna do whatever you gotta do to get it. That's what any man would say, right? I'll do what I gotta do to get mine. Even if it means I gotta do that. I gotta commit the ultimate sin. Alright, when you murder somebody, you take it. Because that's really what you do, murdering somebody. Somebody got some food, you gonna kill them or stab them up or something to take. That's a horrible thing. That's a devilish thing to do, man. You're gonna rob him, you're gonna take his life, you're gonna steal from him and his family. So now what they're gonna do? Fuck them, right? Now you eat, but fuck them, right? That's gonna be the scenario playing out through all of America. Alright? Because America doesn't know how to handle situations like that. In different countries, these so-called third world countries, at least they kind of deal with it a bit better because they don't really know what it's like to have all these luxuries that we have. They understand what it's like to have electricity, running water, have to go to a well and stuff like that. But you Americans don't know that. And there ain't no wells that you can go to, right? You don't know how to hunt. You don't know how to fish. You don't know how to gut a fish. You don't know how to drain the blood from an animal if you did find a deer to happen to slay it. What are you gonna do? You don't know how to skin it. I don't know how to do that shit either. Okay, so you're not gonna know what to do. You're just gonna be lost. Okay, and scared. And then the only thing you know how to do is just steal. Okay, like a street rat. Okay, that's a terrible situation to be in. So imagine being in that situation for 1 month. 2 months, then 3 months go by, and there ain't no sign of the government turning shit back on. 4 months go by, you ain't eating nothing. Now you eating bugs and shit. And you barely survive to hold on to life, and then here comes Esau. Oh, here we get the smart city set up, but you need to have this in order to get it on smart city. You're gonna take it. You're gonna take it because you haven't eaten in a long time. You killed 2 people. Okay. Your mind is bugged out. You just need to eat something. So you're gonna go right to the smart city and you're gonna get whatever they got. You gotta get to eat.
It's probably gonna be babies or bugs.
Bugs or something. Mealworms or some shit.
Bugs.
Yeah, mealworms and shit. You know, them niggas do that shit, dog.
Because the smart city's gonna be watching Carmen and
Oh yeah.
A lot of niggas gonna be eating bugs, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have a social credit score, so you walk around the smart city, there's gonna be cameras, there's gonna be 3 cameras for every fucking 1 citizen, 5 cameras for every 1 citizen.
Drone following you and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Just like in the little cartoons and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real fucked up world they have planned for us. Right?
Verse 29. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard.
Okay.
Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search through houses with the sword.
We are rummaging and rifling cribs, empty cribs. All right, you got the sword, you got the machete. All right, you got the thing.
Yep.
Okay, you and your mans. All right, you and your neighbor, your cousin, your brother. Okay, your homie, you come off the block. Y'all just going around the neighborhood, just kicking them doors to see what you get. Go ahead.
Verse 32, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall go full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough.
Also, I Am Legend type shit.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms, the women shall mourn having no husbands, their daughters shall mourn having no helpers.
Yeah. Why? Go ahead.
In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed,
Yep.
and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Right. So the men are going to be taken out of the picture for the most part. Okay. So the women are going to be left out here with no shoulder to lean on, with no protection. So the men that are left here, okay, they're going to be running around killing people. Okay, and killing each other. Okay, die by the sword. That doesn't necessarily mean in the war across seas. That means a war right here on earth. Because niggas will be killing each other. And you women are gonna be just Pokemon cards in those days, man.
When you trading cards.
Yeah, dog. Only the strong can survive, and unfortunately for you Americans, the strong in this case is gonna be the most evil sons of bitches you're ever gonna find. They're gonna take, and they're gonna take what they want, even if it means you gotta kill somebody. They will rape and pillage. Okay, just like in the old world. Okay, fucking bandits. You know, the fucking bandits came and killed everybody, killed all the men and took the women. And now you gotta live with this guy, this deranged psycho. Imagine that. Hot, sweaty, no AC.
No mistake.
Of course. Shit, crabs and shit, all types of fucking diseases. Okay? Going in on you raw. So I wouldn't talk like that, but just the spirit talking. She's talking about you women. Right? You young women too. These people don't care. Oh, she's only 15. So, they don't give a fuck.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
yeah, they don't care. Obviously, they don't care. Age doesn't mean anything to these people. Anything pure and sanctified doesn't mean anything to these people when you have no morals. Okay? They want it, they're gonna take it. And no one's gonna stop them. Who's gonna stop them? Gonna call the police?
Police don't work, buddy.
Police don't work, dog. That phone is dead. And if you call 911 and shit, you don't go nowhere. There might be an EMP attack. There might be, shit that might not work even if you had a dead phone. Okay?
Like you said, even if it worked there, ain't nobody gonna be at no goddamn police station while hell break loose, man. So, motherfuckers gonna be back at home or trying to get home to their family.
Yeah. Or sent across seas or somewhere.
I forget what movie that was, man. I think it was World War Z.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the scene where what's that nigga? Brad Pitt. He was in a grocery store and then he was trying to steal medicines from children or something like that. Police officer ran in. He seen police officer. He put his hand up. Police officer ran right by that nigga when he would get formula for his baby.
Yep.
Ran out. Yeah.
He's full police regalia. Okay? They're gonna keep, throw away the badge and keep the gun.
That's it.
Okay? Fuck that dumb shit, dog. They gotta protect their family. Alright? And they're not gonna enforce any laws. They may try to for the first week or two. I'll give them a first month even. But after shit starts getting crazy, look, man, every man for himself, man.
Yep. That's Leviticus 15. They shall not regard the kings nor their princes. Of course, their actions shall stand in their power.
Right. Alright? So you women are gonna be by yourself. You're gonna, and if you try to link up with a man, hey, you're gonna have to give that man what he wants. You can't be trying to hold out from him. He'll kick you out in the streets and they will fucking survive in your own bitch. Or he'll just take it from you, then what? You'll beat him up?
Right. Ain't none of that positive shit, because nowadays when we're talking about men that put deposits down. Ain't none of that deposit shit. Alright. None of that, man. Real life, they want it, they gonna take it. That's why it's very important for you sisters that believe to humble yourselves down, man.
Yep.
Under the Lord gave you a man, just respect your husband and do as told, man. Alright, stay quiet and keep it home, man, because pretty soon shit will get real hot.
And if you don't have a man, it's all right. The Lord gonna set you up. Okay, just believe in Yahweh. Just believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, continue to call upon the Lord. Continue to do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. All right, you've been watching the videos. You know what you're supposed to be doing as a woman. Okay, and the Lord will protect you. All right, don't worry about it too much. Just stay in the faith. Keep the faith. You know.
Verse 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Behold the word of the Lord. Behold the word of the Lord. Receive it. Believe not the gods whom the Lord spake. Behold the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
Right. Obviously they're not. Obviously they're full force right now.
Yep.
Look at what's going on across seas, man. Imagine that happening here.
Right.
Imagine them blowing up airports and shit over here in America. Imagine that. Just imagine. It's happening in Dubai and shit. These are the places where Americans go to.
Yes.
Okay, and there's plenty of Americans that are trapped over there right now that can't see their family. They're trapped because they blew up the airport. Now what? What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do?
Okay, they're stuck there and they're scared. And their funds are running low. The embassies got blown up and on fire. The embassies are on fire. What are they gonna do? No one can help them. They can't send planes over there to get them because there's a war going on. It's war ridden. Okay? So imagine that happening over here. I imagine bombs falling out of the sky on your airports and on your cities here in America. Imagine that. Okay? This is something that can literally happen anytime now. We're in a big war, a conflict. And people are not in the best mood with America right now. So these things are basically going to happen. When? Who knows? Go ahead.
Verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringing forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb.
That's right. Go ahead.
Which pains when the child cometh forth, a slack not a moment.
All right. Go ahead.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. The world shall mourn, the sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
That's right. That's how the plagues will come. It's going to come like childbirth. We bring the scripture out a lot. All right. So now you see it happening every other day. Is something going on. All right. These on YouTube, all these guys, Scott Ritters, and what's this nigga's name? I can't think of his motherfucker's names right now. Jimmy Dores and all these cats like that, man. They constantly going live. All right. New updates. El Apostle says if you miss a day, you miss a lot.
Yeah.
Shit, no, shit. You missed 2 hours.
That's how it is now. Yeah, because you look at something, it'll be like an hour ago, and that's like, all right, I'll watch that. But it was something that's like 5 hours ago, like, all right, that's some old shit. They already got a new video up.
Yeah.
Okay, but just to keep up with everything, sometimes you gotta watch that. I just only 11 minutes. Let me watch this one, get an idea of where we at right now. I watched that. That was 5 hours ago, but that's old shit.
20 minutes, you gotta watch something. 5 minutes of that visual or to exit the scene.
Yeah. And while you're watching, you get another notification from another guy. You go, oh, there's some new shit. Oh, they just did that. They did what? Oh, watch that. Send that out to your brothers. Okay. So much is going on so quickly. So it's coming like birth pains right now, man. So eventually we're gonna get to a point where, we're in the midst of a literal war here in America. All right, just like it tells you in the scriptures, man. We can get a couple more. If you have any closers. Yeah. Let me think. I was just thinking about one. Darn it, what was I just thinking about? But in any case, there isn't going to be too much more time left for us to be out here telling you all this, because again, this is kind of like a speed, like the Lord spoon feeding you still. Like he's still showing you love. Like, all right, I still have my servants out there, my prophets out there, my mouthpiece out there, warning you of these things. But clearly, this time's gonna come where we ain't gonna be out there telling you all this, because there ain't gonna be nothing left to tell. It's happening already. There's no need to prophesy when the prophecy's already happened. That's why we laugh at you people coming up on the internet talking about you the prophets now. Y'all false prophets. Y'all should have been talking about this way before it's happened. Y'all should have been blowing the trumpet 10 years ago when you were. And if you were, a lot of you stopped for whatever reason, and you trying to come back, trying to dust off the garment. Lord sees all that, man. But for you brothers and you sisters just now coming into the truth, you're watching these videos now, hey, it's all right. I know it's a lot of information, but all you really need to do is just repent to Yahweh Shah, okay? Change your ways, turn from your evil ways, turn from your old ways, and seek the new path. And the Lord will have mercy upon you. He will have mercy upon you if you're sincere. You gotta be sincere. So with that, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Chakadash, and double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Exclusive brothers out there pushing the word, truth and sincerity. Shalom to the rest of the world. Peace.
Peace. Shalom. Over the Saturday.
Over on Saturday, yeah. Hey,